Amanda, you opened LaserTat back in 2012. What was it actually like trying to convince people that laser tattoo removal was real and it actually worked?
It was actually really difficult. When I first opened LaserTat, we were the first clinic in South Australia that solely offered tattoo removal, so it was very new to people. There wasn't a lot of trust in the process back then. A lot of people didn't believe that tattoo removal could actually produce results, and many people believed that they would be left with scarring. I think what helped is that my husband Kelly is a well-respected tattoo artist. So when I first started, a lot of our first clients were artists as well, and they were keen to see what the process was like. And as we lasered them, we started to get really great results, and they would talk about that to their clients. And then from there, we started to build a bit more trust. There also wasn't a lot of education out there about tattoo removal. So as we started to share before and afters and education on our social media, I think that really helped people understand that process a bit more. I actually remember back when I first started, I was adding people on my social media, and I remember hearing back from a friend that I added this person and they were like, ew, a tattoo removal place is following me. And they were just absolutely disgusted and thought that I was following them because they had bad tattoos. So that's the perceived view of us back then.
The types of tattoos people want removed have changed so much over the years. What were you removing back then compared to what you are seeing now?
In those early years, we really started to see the tattoo industry change as well, which had a really big impact on tattoo removal. When I first started in 2012, a lot of the initial things I was lasering were like tribal tattoos or things that people picked off a wall that perhaps didn't have much meaning. We saw a lot of new artists and styles coming into the industry, which meant the thought process around tattooing started to change. So people really wanted custom work, and that meant that those artists weren't willing to compromise on their design, so they were referring people to then have their tattoos fade for cover-ups. When I think about what we're seeing now, it's definitely still those fading for cover-ups and complete tattoo removals, but we've also seen a big shift in cosmetic tattoo removal, so things like eyebrows or SMP removal. As the years went on, we started to see more clients opt for complete tattoo removal. I think really because they could see the results, and instead of fading for a cover-up, they wanted to continue to achieve that complete removal. And lastly, through our Fresh Start program, we definitely see a lot more people with hand, face and neck tattoos wanting to remove those for many different reasons, and also medical tattoos, so things like iron stains or radiation tattoo marks. One of the biggest things that evolved was our ability to treat colour tattoos. When we first started lasering, it was actually really difficult to remove colour tattoos. But with the advancement of technology and our purchase of our PicoSure laser, it actually meant we could then remove all colours of tattoo ink.
You use the Cynosure Q-Switch and PicoSure lasers. Can you explain in plain language why having both of those machines is such a big deal for clients?
So having both lasers means that we have access to 3 different wavelengths. So with our Q-Switch laser, we have a 1064 wavelength, which we treat black with, or anything heavier and deeper in the skin. We also have our 532 wavelength, which treats warmer colours, so reds, oranges, pinks, some yellows as well. And then our PicoSure laser has a 755 wavelength, which treats cooler colours of ink, so blues, purples, greens, and it can also effectively remove black as well. One of the other advancements in technology was the speed and also the spot size. So back when I first started, the lasers were very slow, and it took a long time to treat even small tattoos. And can you imagine, we also never had a cooling machine, which now makes treatments a lot more easier to get through. It's really important if you're thinking about tattoo removal, and especially if you have a colour tattoo, that you do your research. Make sure the clinic that you're going to has access to these wavelengths so it can be effectively removed. Having the right technology is one of the most important things with tattoo removal, because if you're not being treated on the right wavelength, it will ultimately cost you more money in the long run, and you may not be able to remove your tattoo at all.
You now offer skin needling and lymphatic massage alongside your laser treatments. Why did you add these, and what difference do they actually make?
With LaserTat, I've always been really reluctant to add in any services that don't directly benefit tattoo removal. Before we introduced these services, we had done a lot of research to see how these treatments benefit tattoo removal and how they can help clients get improved and faster results. As we know, it's our immune system that removes the tattoo ink. The laser is just breaking it up. So if we're supporting our bodies with things like lymphatic massage and skin needling, we're really going to help you fast track those results. If you'd like to know more about these services, we have some helpful information on our website or a really in-depth video on our YouTube as well.
For someone sitting at home right now who is thinking about getting a tattoo removed but is still a bit unsure, what would you say to them based on everything you have seen over the last 14 years?
I would say make sure to do some research first. So you can go to our website, we have lots of information about tattoo removal on there. We've got blogs, we've got client reviews, and you can also see lots of really helpful before and afters. Also, reach out and ask lots of questions. We're always happy to help any way we can. And I think tattoo removal is definitely possible for just about anyone. We understand lots of people can be really nervous about starting tattoo removal. You might be really worried about pain or how it's going to look after, but we can assure you so many people walk out of here feeling like, wow, that was so much better than I thought it was going to be. All of our staff can completely relate. We've all had laser ourselves, so we know what it feels like, how that process goes, and we're here to support you every step of the way. And we have so many tips and tricks to make it as comfortable as possible for you. With every client, we always run through a full consultation where we explain the process, answer any questions, and come up with a personalised treatment plan for you. So if you're thinking about tattoo removal, we'd love to help you get started. You can get in touch with us via DM or you can book online via our website.